Who is Elewa?
Elewa is an organization that focuses on accelerating talent. We do that through two activities. One is basically also under the brand name called Elewa. And what we do is any case in where you have to train thousands of people, whether it be nurses, for example, plastic waste managers, teachers, we use digital technologies and a mix of blended technologies, so also in-person training events, to make these type of trainings, continuous professional training, happen on scale. Next to that, we also have another brand called iTalanta, where we in-house train talent in the tech space that shows a lot of promise. And in about 2 years, through a unique apprenticeship program, we bring them up from junior developers to senior developers on an international super level.
What was the inspiration behind the creation of Elewa?
I started Elewa back in 2015 from my own sort of experiences with the education system. So I grew up in Belgium. I actually moved to Kenya about 5 years ago now. And going through the education system in Belgium, one key piece was missing for me. I studied ICT and well, even before that I studied sciences. And I was being given a very theoretical type of training, but I never knew why any of this theory was important to me. So what we're trying to do with Elewa is sort of bring that practical element. Everything we're seeing in even the primary or secondary school curriculum, it's very important for us as students, but we never know why that is important. It's that mission we're sort of trying to take, and also making sure that people can achieve their full potential in life.
What is one interesting fact about Elewa that you rarely talk about, or that many people don't know?
These days we try to organize ourselves a bit as a sort of, I would say a lab, where experimentation and where trying out things are very encouraged. So that's something we don't talk enough about, because if you don't create a culture and create an environment where it's okay to try out new things, it's okay to fail even, you're never going to reach the level of innovation that your clients and companies these days require. So that's something we're very proud of. We don't talk about too much, but that you do see in the quality of work we deliver.
What is the place of tech in education?
I think technology can hold a very strong place in education, especially when achieving high quality, high scale education. But we also, in that process, have to make sure we don't overvalue the role of tech, because education is still a very human process. I can give you a book, but are you going to read it is problem one. And similarly with an application, are you going to use it is problem one. Are you going to understand the content in that book the way I intended it to be understood? So are we going to get to a common understanding about the content and about what we're trying to learn? So often getting to that common understanding is still a very human process. So I do believe technology plays a key role in education, but as we take that route, I tend to urge and warn people, let's not forget the human aspect, because just having a conversation is still the best way to learn.
What is your unique value proposition?
I think our unique value proposition is really that we mostly focus on talent first, and it's not very much an, I would say it's not like something you can say this has a benefit for me directly until you see the power of what it can do. So by focusing on accelerating our own talent first and on making sure that our own talent can achieve their maximum potential, as a result we offer the best possible value we can to our clients. So we tend to look at it that way, and we tend to, again, it is something many organizations do, but we tend to take it to the extreme.
What is your marketing strategy?
It's actually a very funny question, because we honestly have a word of mouth type of marketing strategy, which is very strange in the digital age. But we believe that a job well done will always result into more work. And that is something that we're seeing. We've achieved quite an amazing growth over the last over the last 2-3 years. Right now we're a team reaching about 25, and we come from less than 5 2 years ago. So it's been a phenomenal growth. Meanwhile, we still are scaling up to be able to keep up with all of our clients' demands. So that word of mouth alone has been very great for us. I think moving into the future, we'll also start looking into digital marketing as a way to show what our talent can do, mostly, to promote ourselves by promoting our talent, basically.
What do you take pride in the most as a company, or what are your core values?
Our people. That one, hands down. I keep going back to the same thing. I think when you focus on really building your talent and and pushing them, making sure that they can achieve and can grow to their maximum. Also what they deliver and what they can build is amazing. Some of the software that we develop for some of our clients is really on the cutting edge. I mean, it's the newest of the newest. It incorporates all of these fancy terms like cloud, AI, and anything you can you can think of. That is really our talent pushing the needle and moving the needle forward every day. So I'm mostly proud of what our people can do and how they themselves now carry that pride every day to work.
During the pandemic, EdTech was one of the booming businesses. What was your experience at the time?
We were actually, for us, the pandemic was sort of, we were not very affected because, as you mentioned, a lot of new ways of experiencing, I would say, experimenting with technology and with technology in learning came out of that time. For us, it was actually the time we got the opportunity to launch a new product, which is now very successful. It is actually what we call conversational learning, so learning as easy as having a conversation. And we run that on a platform like WhatsApp. So for example, with the Kenya Scouts Association, we have a WhatsApp course. It's called the Introductory Training Course, where you just say hi to a number on WhatsApp, and there's a chatbot on the other side, but also human elements and those type of things that just take you through the journey of learning. So you actually cut out the learning journey of having to learn a platform, having to learn an LMS before you can learn. We had the opportunity to experiment with technologies, bringing it really to the people on scale. And the pandemic gave us that opportunity.
What is the most exciting project that you have embarked on as a company?
I consider all of our projects to be as exciting, but one that we did achieve, particularly a milestone recently, is a client of ours called Cynic for You. So as I mentioned, one of the two activities we do, we also build in-house talent through a program we call iTalanta. But it's not a training program. It's actually sort of a tech accelerator and a tech agency, if you can frame it like that. So we develop technology, we develop platforms for our clients, some in Europe, some even here locally. So Cynic for You is one client. What they do is basically they manage property. So if you have a property and you need to, a property usually has different floors, they have different owners, and all of these owners, they need to agree. So what we've built for them is a whole system where you can manage sort of the processes to do with what we call managing a syndicate, so managing all of these people, making sure they agree through general assemblies, through meetings, but at the same time also do all of the accounting of those properties, because if you have shared bills, you of course have to be able to share those costs amongst each other in a very transparent and a very, I would say, simple and easy way. The milestone we achieved there is next to an accounting system, we sort of been able to, with our tech team here, add banking features to the platform. So now you can not only see your shared accounting, immediately you can make payments, you can receive money on our technical platform that we've developed in collaboration for Cynic for You.
What does the future look like for Elewa?
Well, I think for us the future is bright. Last year has been an amazing year where again we've seen tremendous growth. We're continuing that growth this year. We're looking at the next quarter to have another 10 people starting just to be able to keep up with demand. And yeah, we're making strides, and we're taking every day, we're taking it day by day, but with appreciation for where we've gotten so far and with excitement for what is to come next.
How has your experience at Nairobi Garage been?
Well, I think that Nairobi Garage has been one of the key elements that allowed us to grow, because it's a very flexible type of space. We started out here in 2020, which was sort of a rephase for our company at that time, in the co-working. So we had some seats in the co-working, and we were able to expand even up to a certain number of people just using the flexibility of co-working. And in the beginning, it's a bit of a, you contract until you reach a stable number of staff. Right now we've taken sort of the next step, and we've gotten a private office here just because we've become quite a number of people, but again, Nairobi Garage has allowed us to sort of stay within this space and to stay within also the network. So for us it's been great. The flexibility is what is key to us. Secondly, there's the network. So again, as I mentioned, you meet a lot of very interesting companies, a lot of very interesting people here. and they also help accelerate that growth in a sense.
What does having an office in a co-working space mean to your business?
So yeah, for us, as I mentioned, it's been very great. The flexibility, the network, some of the events also, just to keep, it adds really to the culture of your organization to be in a space like this. So I think that's what is really key to us.
Parting shot or words of encouragement for business people watching you?
At Elewa, we have a saying, one for all for one. It's not us who came up with that saying, but what it basically means is that if you invest in your people and help them achieve their full potential, they will take you to unimaginable heights. So invest in your people and you will get there. Thank you.